Good morning, Michelle here. My crazy workout. I have been non-existent for the most part because of the weather. The days that it's nice, it's cold. The days that it rains, it's warm. And then Lacey went and we got her spayed. So it's been a couple of days now. She's got to go. And we've had to keep her calm and no jumping, no running, no swimming, no nothing. So it's just been crazy. So I have a new workout today. It is called the Total Body Burn Workout. So we are gonna do a little bit of everything. We've got some upper body, lower body, EMOMs, countdowns, everything. I have my 18-inch bench out. It's okay if you don't have this. Okay, there's only like a handful of moves and I'll show them to you. You can do them on the floor, you can do them on a lower step, it doesn't matter. You can do them on a coffee table, whatever you have, a chair, whatever you have. If nothing, or if you're a beginner, you can do it on the floor. I'll show you. We're gonna march it out. We're gonna warm it up real quick. And we are gonna start with an EMOM. So that'll really get the heart rate up. And then we'll go from there. And I'll show you all the moves. I know it looks like I have a lot. I'm trying to give you variations. There are some moves that I can't do with the heavier weights. So I brought out lower weights, march it wide. Now you can do anything for your warm-up. You might go for a jog around the block, you might do some jump rope, whatever you want to do. I'm trying to keep it simple as a warm-up for people that don't have anything. If you're advanced, you know that you can do any other thing that you want. But for the beginners, I want them to know that they don't have to have all the equipment to do it. So plant your feet, deep breath, inhale, and exhale. Again, inhale. And exhale. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Hold it here. Toe taps. Tap it out. Squat down and tap. Warm up those legs. We're going to get the blood pumping into the legs, into the arms, and we're going to get moving on a workout. 4 more. 3. We're going to reach the arms overhead. Right, left. Stretch it out. Right. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Reach it across the chest and turn, turn. Get those glutes activating. We have a band circuit in there that we're going to hit for the lower body before we go into the leg circuit. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Step touch right here. Step touch. You can pull the arms down. Step touch. Step touch. Engage the core. Don't forget. Think about holding the stomach in. Standing tall. Chest is out. Shoulders are back. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Heels to the glutes right here. Heels to the glutes. Let's push down. Warming everything up. Here's 4, 3. Going to keep the heels to the glutes. 2. You're going to open those arms wide. Right here. Pull back. Pull back. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Knees up, arms down. Engage the core. Hold that stomach in. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Plant the feet, deep breath. Inhale, Exhale, arms low. Inhale, raise up, and exhale. One more time, inhale, hold it down here. Plant the right hand, bend the right leg, twist open to the left. Back is flat, stomach is engaged. Hold that stomach in. Neutral spine, head out of the turtle shell. Drop that hand, bend that left leg, left arm to the floor, right arm to the ceiling. Drop that hand, walk the feet in. Hands come to the elbows. Feel that stretch in the backs of the legs. Plant the hands, flat back, straighten those legs. Pull that head out of the turtle shell. Drop the head down and roll it up one vertebrae at a time. Okay, so that was a little bit of a warm-up just to get the blood pumping through everything. If you feel like you need to go a little bit longer on your warm-up, please take the time, pause the video, do it. Cut that. All right, so we are doing an EMOM to start out with. You're gonna do a minute of exercise, and in that minute, you're gonna do 20 kettlebell swings. And when you're done with the 20 kettlebell swings, you're gonna drop to the ground and you're gonna do the remainder of the time with plank jacks. Then when the timer goes off, you're gonna pop up. We're gonna do plie squats for 20. When you're done with the 20, whatever remainder of the minute is left, you are going to do jumping jacks. And we're gonna go back and forth with that 6 times, all right? So it's gonna be 3 rounds because there's 2 exercises. So when I hit the timer, we're gonna start. I have my heavy kettlebell for the swings, and I'm gonna use my 20-pounder for the plie squats, but you don't have to do any weight if you don't want to. The swings, you sort of have to have something to swing, so if you don't have a kettlebell, you can use a dumbbell. I'll show you. I'm gonna grab the dumbbell. I'll show you a couple of them. You know what, I'm gonna put this on me for this part because I need to be able to. We're gonna start it. So if you have a kettlebell, it would be like this. You'd hold that bell. You can either hold it like this, or you can hold it at the handle. 5, 6, 7. Squeeze that butt. 10 more. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now you go down, plank jacks for the remainder. Plie squats. 1. Squeeze up. 3. 8, 9, 10 more. 10. 3, 2, and 1. Jumping jacks. These are regular. These are seal. Press overhead. Whatever you want to do. Kettlebell swings. 1. 10 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Weight down. Plank jacks. Neutral spine. Engage the core. Woo. Plie squats. 1. 10 more. 10. 'Alright, jumping jacks. Any kind that you want to do. If you're doing low impact, if you can't bounce or you don't want to bounce, tap out to the side. Kettlebell swing. I messed that up, didn't I? Did I? No, I didn't. We did plie squats, right? Yeah. Sorry about that. 10, 9, 7, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whew. Plank jacks. Plie squat. Toes are out. Feet are wide. Down inner thighs. Up, squeeze the glute. 6. Here's 10. 10 more. 10. 7. 6. 5. 2, and 1. Woo. Jumping jacks. All right. Say good morning. We're going to grab both weights, but you're going to start with the right arm. It's going to be a right arm shoulder press, then we're going to do a left arm shoulder press. So you're going to hold the other weight at that shoulder height until we move to it. Then we're going to do both arms, all right? So, and we're going to go from there. We've got 10 exercises, 30 seconds on the clock, each one. 1, 2. Left arm is up. Then we're going to do both of them. Arnold Press here. 2. Open and press overhead. Tricep kickbacks. Get ready, we're gonna drop down after this one, and we're doing oblique mountain climbers. Bicep curls. We're going back down for mountain climbers. And then I'm going to grab the 5-pounders. Okay, upright row to a side raise. I am sweating already. I hope you are too. Front punches. Then we're going to drop these weights and we're going to do pendulums, Lena's favorite cardio move. If you don't like pendulums, you can stick with mountain climbers, plank jacks, oblique mountain climbers. Any cardio move will work. Put those weights down. All right, that's one time through. Now, if you don't have weights and you have a band, you have a handled band or you have a full band, I'll show you, you can do all of these moves with your band. All you gotta do is, if you wanna make it harder, is loop it around your feet. So, shoulder presses first, right arm. And if you want to, you can grip lower on the band. Now left arm. I didn't loop it on this foot because this one is weaker than my right side. So I made the right side a little bit tighter because I can do a little bit more with that right side. But I can feel it in the left side when it's not looped. All right, Arnold press, up and over and back in. We're going to those tricep kickbacks. Now, it might be easier to do an overhead extension with the band than to fiddle with the tricep kickbacks. I'll show you. And you can also, I know Olivia, I know you like the overhead extensions better. So you can go up, overhead. Just keep the elbows from flaring out. You want to keep your elbows pointing forward, not flared out like so. A lot of stress on the shoulders, keep them in. And if you need to take a little resistance off that band, you can do that. We're going to go down and do oblique mountain climbers after this, and then we're back up for bicep curls. Woo! Take that off. Bicep curls are next. So either way, just to make it easy, I'm double banding. So I've stepped in the center of my band. That way you don't have to fidget with looping it around your feet. Mountain climbers. If you have a band, it's sometimes easier to kneel for these. Upright row, side raise. And you'll see this is where my shoulder is weak. So it's upright row, side raise, or you can stand on the band. Upright row, side raise. Front punches are next. Punch it out. Hold that band and punch. Everything can be done with the band, all these moves. You can make it as hard or as easy as you want by not having as much tension on the band. Punch it out. You can do this with the band that's got the handles as well. This one was close, I grabbed it. Pendulums. Towel off, grab a drink. Okay, one more time with that upper body. You can choose between the band and the dumbbells, whatever you prefer. I'll go between them if you feel too much, and I won't. Can you feel it? Oh. Up with the left. Now listen, if it gets to be too much, lower that weight down. But if you can, try and hold it up there. We're going into those Arnold presses next. Oh, I can feel it in my left. Gonna go to the band on these. There we go. Arnold press is gonna go out and up. I wanna have good form, so I don't wanna compromise. Now, if you only have dumbbells and you don't have a band, you can do this. If the weights get to be too heavy, you can do it with soup cans, anything from your pantry that just lower that weight and press up. Overhead tricep extensions or kickbacks. Kickbacks with the bands would be, you sort of have to step through the band like so, and you come back like this, and you kick back. So you want to make sure that from your shoulders to your elbows, that they're staying straight. Your arm isn't going anywhere. You're bending at the elbows, oblique mountain climbers. So you're bending at the elbows are the lever. We've got bicep curls next. Band or dumbbells. Mountain climbers. Don't look under that body. Look down past the hands. Keep that head and neck with the neutral spine. Pull that head out of the turtle shell. We've got shoulders. Upright row, side raise. We got front punches next. I got the sweat rolling down in my eyes. Don't want to lose my contacts. Front punch. And then pendulums. Then we move on. Weights down. Hop the feet into a pike position. You can be lower if you need to be. If it's too much up in the air, come closer to the ground. Take your legs further away from your body. But if you can, do the pendulum. Hold that stomach in. Kick those legs out. Oh, okay. Whew. Grab a drink, towel off. Are you ready for a band circuit to get those glutes fired for our legs? We've got 40 seconds on the clock. Again, no rest on these. We're going through it 4 times. All right, so band is around above the knees, around the thighs, coming down onto the floor. When I hit the timer, toes are wide, and you're going to lift the butt off of the floor. You want to pelvic tilt, tuck the butt under, and squeeze the glutes, all right? You want, if you have the band on, whether you do or you don't, you want to hold your thighs out. So there should be resistance on the band. Don't let your legs cave in. And we're going to go up and down. Squeeze that butt. Don't hover. Don't drop the butt to the floor. And start over, because then you use momentum to get up there. If you lower it down and you hover, you're constantly keeping the glutes in tension. Hold it up, legs are wide, and you're gonna pulse it up. Oh, you should feel that. Do you feel that? Anna, do you feel that? Pulse it up. Keep the legs and the toes out. Pulse it up. Outer part of the glutes and the right here, the under butt. We're gonna come up to a stand when the beeper goes off, and you're gonna squat out side to side, touching that opposite hand to the foot, to the ground of the foot that is stepping out, if that makes sense. I'll show you. You can use a weight if you want to, but you don't need to. You're gonna tap and tap, tap and tap. Whoo, squat it low to tap the ground. See, if you use a weight, you can reach the ground before your hand reaches, so you want to press that butt back. Now, we are going to grab a weight for the next one, because we're going to do a burpee, banded. Hop in, low squat, and a bicep curl. Back to that bridge. Feet are wide. Squeeze and lift. Legs are pressing out on that band. It is not a pulse up. You're pelvic tilting and tucking the glutes and squeezing when you come up. Hold it up there, legs are out, and pulse. To a step touch. Squat out. Touch that floor. Push that butt back. This is round 2. We have 2 more of these to go. We got burpees next. Push that butt back. Tap that floor. Waking up the legs, getting them ready for the lower body circuit, the leg circuit. Whew. Okay, if you have dumbbells, grab those dumbbells. Up and stand. Squeeze that butt when you stand. Press through the heels. Okay, back down, toes are out, feet are wide, squeeze and lift. Keep those legs out, resistance on the band. Should have brought my towel over. Listen, if it gets to be too much with the band, you can take the band off. If you're finding that your legs are folding in, hold it up, press them out. Okay, up, and you're gonna squat. Squat tap. Squat, tap the floor. Press that butt back. Press that butt back and squat. Don't let that leg cave in. Going to the burpees next. We only have 1 more round after this. If you need to take breaks, take pause, take breaks, or don't pause the video, just pause yourself. Whew. Bicep curl, up and stand. Okay, if you don't want to do a band, holy smokes, I'm gonna be a wimp. Toes are out, legs are out, squeeze and lift. Make sure your legs are not caving in. I'm starting to feel that on the outer part of my knee. So, even though the red is lighter than the blue, it's tighter because I have worn the blue one out and it slides up and down on my legs. So you're gonna hold it up and you're gonna pulse up with your legs out wide, squeezing your glutes. You'll get that nice crease in the side of the glute and we're hitting the underbutt. We're gonna stand up after this one and we're gonna squat and touch the ground. And it's okay if you're not using a band at all for these. You'll still feel these. that the important thing to remember is to not let your knees cave in. You want to keep them out and keep the tension on your glutes. Whew. Step touch, squat low. Oh. Sit back. I still feel it. And you can stay low if you want. If you don't have a band on, or if you do, but if you come up, you can squeeze and tighten the leg that you're stepping into. Because sometimes when you stay low, you hit more thighs and you're not focusing on the glutes. Bicep curl, up and squeeze. Bicep curl. I'm going to give you a break from the no rest. We are going to do legs. You have 7 exercises, and we're going to go through them. 10-second rest and 1-minute work. After you finish the 7 exercises, you have a 2-minute countdown. We have a 2-minute countdown. So we've got a minute on these. So we're gonna do alternating reverse lunges, and you're gonna pass the kettlebell between your legs. When you do these, you do not want to be leaning over to do them. You wanna stay upright, like you have a rod running up and down your back. This is for the glutes. So you're stepping back. When you do this, you get more quads. And don't have a bench, it's all right. You can do it to the floor. I will show you, we're doing 2 rounds of these because the 2-minute countdown is thrown in there. So if you don't have a bench, I'll show you. Right leg behind. So we got 10 seconds, and then we're gonna go, once the beeper goes off, kettlebell is first. Stay upright. If you're leaning too far forward, the weight might be too heavy. You don't need a weight for these. You can still do the lunges. Okay, if you have a bench, you know it. You plant that left foot. If you're on the floor, you're gonna do this. Down, tap behind. Tap behind. Down, tap and pull. Pull and tap, I should say. right leg plants. We have hop overs after this. I had a longer bench, so if you're on the floor and you don't have a box or it's too much, squat, squeeze, tap behind. You're squeezing that right glute cheek as you come up and pull the left behind. If you're on the box, press through that heel. Pull up, engage the glutes. Okay, the bench, I had a long bench. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the towel down for the hop overs. Whew. 7 seconds. Whew. Okay, plie squat, front, stand, and tap. Plie squat, front, and tap. Plie squat, front, tap and squeeze. Plie squat, tap and squeeze. Plie, tap and squeeze. Plie, front, tap and squeeze. Plie, front, up and tap. Plie, front, up and tap. Plie, front, up and squeeze. Plie, front. Grab those weights. I'm gonna do light weights on these. V-arms, give those legs a break a minute. Up, press, down, and lower. Up, press, down, and lower. Press, down, and lower. Press. Up, press, lower down, up. So you're doing a V, press overhead, back down, and lower to the thighs. Again, if you have the bands, I'll show you on the second round, you can use the bands for these. Keep those weights. We're going to tap front and then tap behind. Tap and turn the palms up. Tap and turn them up again behind you. Palms are facing up. Could have done a little more weight with this, but I wasn't sure. Squeeze. We're doing a minute so the weight gets heavy. If you need to lower your weights down, don't compromise your form. Woo! All right. Okay, we have that 2-minute countdown. And I'm going to use 12-pound kettlebell for this. But I'm going to show it to you. You're going to do a deadlift, clean up, squat and press, down, and you're going to switch sides. Deadlift, lunge back, sorry, forgot the lunge, okay? We've got 2 minutes of this. Deadlift, up, squat, lift, lunge back, switch sides. Clean up. All right. Okay. Got another round of legs. We're doing those alternate reverse lunges. Right hand, right leg goes back. Gonna pass under the left leg. Stay upright. Put that weight down. Left leg is planted, either on the floor or on the bench. Up and squeeze. in the inner thigh of the left leg when you go down, but when you come up, press through that heel and feel it in the glute. Move the box out of the way. Hop overs. Ball it up a little bit more. Okay. It's coming down off me. Plie squat, squat, step in, squat, and step in. Plie squat, turn, and pull in. Plie squat. Plie squat. Down. Oh, grab those weights. If you have a band, you're going to raise, press, and down. Press, and lower down. Flip it up. Flip open, press up, and down. Flip open. Catching the sweat on my chest and flinging it up as I bring it overhead. So disgusting. This is why I try not to stand next to anybody or get a bench next to anybody when I'm at the gym. If they do make that mistake of coming too close, they end up leaving pretty quick. Okay, you're gonna tap out and you're gonna tap behind. This one's a little tricky with the band. I think you're gonna have to do it with the dumbbells because taking the band behind won't work. If you only have a band, you can pull right here to the back and not go all the way behind. So it would look like this. But you won't be tapping behind. And when you tap behind, you'll still get a little bit of the triceps with the shoulders, but when you can go back behind. So if you can grab some cans to do this one. It still works, but like I said, you really have to think about squeezing those triceps. You sort of don't push them behind. You tighten, swing them out. Oh, wow. Okay. We have that 2-minute countdown, and then bonus abs. How are we doing on time? 2 minutes. Okay. I could probably use a little bit heavier of a weight, but I think the 20 is going to be too much. And these are both 12, so the dumbbells, I just didn't think about that. That's okay. Okay, weight is in the right hand. 2 minutes on the clock. Down, squat, overhead press, deadlift, up, deadlift, clean, squat, overhead press, switch sides, deadlift, clean up, squat, okay. My kettlebell back behind me because I will have the breakdown at the bottom. But as you look back, number 3 is going to be a roll up with an overhead press. So as soon as I hit this, we're going to go. We're going to do a reverse crunch, and then the legs are going to come out. So you can either put your hands under your butt for support, and you're going to go reverse crunch and out, or you can keep them down, but you've got to remember to keep that lower back pressed into the floor when you take your legs out. So if you do it with me, if you're feeling like your back is arching, keep your legs a little bit higher. If it's too much for your head and your shoulders and that puts a strain on your neck, keep your head and your shoulders on the ground. Raise up. This is lower abdominals. Bring legs up to tabletop, reverse tabletop, tap them down. reach out. Grab that weight, roll up, press overhead, tap it over your head when you roll back. We're going to go through that one more time. So when I press it, we're going to go up, reach out. Don't press the legs over the head, past the head. You want to press them up to the ceiling and then out to the wall. Up to the ceiling and out to the wall. Legs in tabletop. Twist opposite hand to opposite knee. Keep the lower back in the floor as you tap that leg, that foot to the floor. You want to make sure that your lower back is pressed into the floor. Grab that weight, tap it overhead, roll up. As you reach overhead, you should feel that pull, the rectus abdominis, all the way up from the pelvis to the rib cage. Don't just tap it behind like this and then roll up. You get momentum. Tap it back and then up. Reach over. Feel that in the abdominals. All right, next 3. Right foot is gonna go on the left foot. You're gonna push that left foot out. You're gonna raise that upper body off the floor. When I hit this, you're gonna reach with the left arm, and as you push that right foot back, so the left foot's gonna stay pressing out like you're holding a door shut, all right? You're gonna crunch and reach overhead. Crunch and reach. As you pull that knee in and that hand in, you get the lower abdominals. As you press up and out, you get the obliques on the left side. Left side, press that right leg out, press that lower back into the floor. You can hold a weight in that right hand if you want to, but don't make it about the weight. You need to be thinking, bring your legs up. You're gonna pull one leg in and cross the opposite elbow to the opposite knee. Stretch it out. Left leg's gonna come out. Right leg is on top. Crunch in, reach overhead. If you want to, and you can keep the lower back in the floor, you can lower and raise those legs. I like this one so much better because it forces me to think about keeping my back in the floor. I have to think about pushing my left foot out like I'm holding a door shut. Legs are up. Cross it over. Okay, one more group of three. Cross that right leg over the left. Crunch in. Right elbow to the left knee. Left oblique. Left over the right. Contract. Feel it in the right oblique as you bring your left elbow across to the right side. Bring the legs up. Keep the upper body off the floor. Crisscross those legs. If you want, you can bring your hands out. Reach out. You're pressing the legs into the air, which is working the lower abdominals, and you're crisscrossing those legs. So you have to engage the core, and you're working the thighs. And you're reaching forward, holding the upper body off the floor. So you also get the rectus abdominis, the entire abdominal cavity. Woo. We've got one more round of them. So you're gonna cross that right leg over the left. Right elbow comes to the left knee. Contract. Right down, left up. Legs into the air, press the lower back into the floor, crisscross those legs. Reach the arms overhead. Take the right leg over to the right side. Take the left leg over. And then you're going to cross the hands over the head. Grab a hold of that left shoulder with the right hand. And you're going to make a half moon. Stretch out the obliques. Feel that pull down the spine. All on the left side. Let go of the hands. Undo the hands or bring the head and the chest back to the front. Take the left leg over to the left side. Cross the right arm, or the right leg over. Grab hold of the right elbow with that left hand. Try and keep that shoulder on the floor and pull over to the left side. Feel that stretch in the right oblique all the way down the spine on the right side. Release that elbow with that left hand. Come back to center. Pull the right leg in. Release that hip flexor. You're going to cross the right leg over the left and bring it up. Press out on that right leg. If you want to, you can pull the left knee in, grab behind the left knee, keep that elbow on the right leg and stretch out the hip on that right side. We're going to hold it here for a minute, not a minute, but a couple of seconds. And we're going to lower everything over to the left side. Oh, I feel everything crunch in my spine. Keep that foot position. And you want to take that left hand if you want, press out on that right thigh and feel that stretch through the hip flexor and the glute. You're going to slide that left hand down to that right foot. You're gonna bring that left foot up and grab a hold with the right hand. Now, you want your palm facing up and you want to pull your shoulders back and slide your back into the floor. And feel that stretch. It'll open up the shoulders and the chest. You'll feel that stretch in the quadricep of the left leg, and you'll feel that hip and the hip flexor, the hip and the glute of that right leg. I love this stretch. Release that right hand. Don't slingshot that foot. You're going to bring that left leg up and tuck it under the right. You're going to pull the feet in and you're going to grab a hold of those feet, palms face up. Pull the shoulders down and the back into the floor, and you'll feel that stretch in the hips and the glutes, especially on the bottom leg. So it should be, or on the top leg, it should be the right leg. It should be this one right here that you feel it the most in. You'll feel it in the bottom, but not as much as the one crossed over the top. Release those hands, lower the legs down. Keep the right leg up, bring the left leg out. Half happy baby. Now, when you do a happy baby, don't just pull with the arm. Bend the elbow and then pull the back into the floor, and you'll feel that stretch more in the inner thigh, and you'll take it out of the arm. You won't be tugging with your arm to pull it down because you're engaging the right lat and you're squeezing that back into the floor, so you'll feel it in the inner thigh. Release that right leg, cross it over one more time. Drop it over. Try and keep that left toe facing the ceiling. Stretch out the hip and the glute on that right side. Release it. Bring the right leg down. You're going to bring the left leg in. Pull it into the chest. Release the hip flexor. Pull the right leg in. Cross the left leg over. Now, if you're comfortable right here, you can stay right here. If you have a block or something that you can put between your hand and your leg so that you don't feel like you're stretching your upper body to get up here, you can also do that, where you hold the block here, pull behind that right knee, stretch out that hip. Keeping the feet in this position, you're going to lower down to the right side. Left arm stays out. Take that right hand, press into the left foot or into the left knee, and press that left knee out. Feel that stretch in the hip flexor and the glute, and up through the obliques. Slide that right hand down to the left foot. Bring that right foot up. Grab a hold with the left hand. Palm faces up. Roll the shoulders back. Press that back into the floor. Feel that stretch in the quadricep of the right leg, the hip of the left leg. Open those shoulders of that chest. Nice stretch. You're going to release that right foot with that left hand, but don't slingshot it, because you're going to bend that right foot and tuck it under that left knee. You're going to pull them in, and you're going to grab a hold of the feet. Now you're getting that left hip. As you pull in, pull down on the feet. Don't pull with your arms. Squeeze the back. Press it into the floor. Feel that stretch. Feel it pull across the chest and the shoulders. Uncross the legs, keep that left leg bent. Half happy baby, grab a hold of the foot. Elbow is on the inside of the leg, and then pull that shoulder and that back into the floor. Feel that stretch in the inner thigh, left leg. release it, bring that left leg in. Cross that left leg over the right. Try and keep the right toe facing the ceiling. Drop that left knee towards the floor. Feel a nice stretch in the hip and the glute on that left side. Bring the legs back over. We're going to roll over onto the stomach. You're going to bring the hands out and you're going to roll up into a cobra and back down. Again, roll up into a cobra, stretch out the abdominals, chest and shoulders, back down. One more time, roll up into a cobra, back down. Hands stay right on the floor. Take the right hand out into a 90-degree angle. Take the left hand by the body, bend the legs, roll over onto that right side. Now, while you're here, you want to squeeze that right lat, and you want to feel that stretch along the back as well as the shoulders and the chest. This is like if you're standing against a wall, but you're not just pulling that chest forward, you're pressing your weight into the floor, you're contracting the lat muscles so that you feel a nice stretch through the chest and the shoulder as well as the back. Bring the legs back up. Bring that right hand in. Walk that left hand out. Bend the legs and roll over onto the left side. Again, press that left hand into the floor. Squeeze that left lat. Walk the right hand in. Feel a nice stretch across the shoulders and the back as well as the chest and all through the arm, the shoulder, the front of the shoulder by the armpit. Release it, roll the legs back up. Push up onto the hands and knees. Walk the knees out, keep the feet together. Hands come out, chest to the floor. Stretch out the shoulders, the upper back, the hips, the glutes. Deep breath, inhale, and exhale through the mouth. Again, inhale, and exhale. Come on up onto the hands and knees. Take the right arm up and over. Tuck it under. Thread the needle. Drop that left arm to the floor. Now if you can, bring your head so that it's lined up with your shoulder. Forehead is on the floor. And then if you can, turn it and look over the right shoulder and feel that stretch through the shoulder and across the back. Bring that left hand in, press up. Raise that right arm up one more time. Right arm comes down, left arm goes up. Tuck that left arm under, thread the needle. Walk that right arm back. Now again, if you can, line the head up with the shoulder. And then if you can go a little bit further, turn that head and look over that left shoulder. Feel that stretch in the across the back of the shoulder. Bring that right hand in. Bring that left arm up one more time. Reach it up, stretch it out. Bring it down. Walk the hands out. Keep the knees bent. Puppy pose. Drop the head to the floor. Chest to the floor. Feel the stretch in the shoulders. Chest. Hips. Lift the head, walk the hands in slightly, come up onto the toes, press back, downward facing dog. Press those heels into the floor, and you're gonna lift onto the toes, bend the legs, press the hips back, stretch out the glutes. Press them down one more time. Bend the knees. Keep the legs bent. Walk the feet in. Feet are close. Hands come to the floor, head to the knees. Tuck the head. Grab the elbows. Feel the stretch through the hamstrings and the glutes. Plant the hands, flat back, monkey pose. Tuck the head, roll the back up one vertebrae at a time. Deep breath, inhale, and exhale. One more time, inhale. Arms come up, hands come together. Exhale, pull down through the center. That was your workout for the day. I hope you enjoyed it. Please remember to thumbs up my video. Don't forget, if you haven't, subscribe to my channel and share it with some friends. Have a good day. Thank you.